There you go.
What have you said?
PC versus Mac. Why?
Liam Carlson.
Jarrell Pagan.
Sudan Heisa.
And Jonathan Banther. What is PC? PC is a type of computer. PC usually works on Windows, a version of Linux, or a version of Linux. A PC can be made by anyone, but is made of all kinds of parts, usually manufactured or purchased. If it can, of course, run common computer tasks like emails, writing, or even gaming. What is Mac? Mac is short for Macintosh. It's a computer produced by Apple in the early 1980s. The original Macintosh was the first mass-market personal computer that featured a graphical user interface or built-in screen, a mouse, and a mouse. Pros
Pros
of
of
PC. The three main points of pros on PC are 1, flexibility, 2, price, and 3, gaming. With PC, you have flexibility. You can get a PC customized with everything that you want. With PC, you can choose exactly what you want for a cheaper price. For example, memory, a component on PC, is 3.4 times cheaper on PC. You may ask, why not put the cheaper memory in my MacBook? Well, that voids your warranty, breaks the terms of service for new updates to keep your MacBook secure and quote-unquote fast. It can sometimes break your Mac. The image on the top is what Apple is charging for the same upgrade that is on the bottom. The bottom image is being memory made by a different company, crucial, but from research has no difference in performance. Now with PC, on the other hand, you can change almost everything with thousands of options. For example, you can change every little part like case, motherboard, CPU, GPU, memory, storage device, cooling, PSU, display, OS, and peripherals like mice and keyboard. If you don't know about most or all the things just listed, or even how to make a PC, you can buy a pre-built one or do research and get your perfect suited PC. There are thousands of tutorials on sites like YouTube, and even Microsoft can help you. Apple's flexibility. With PC's awesome win in flexibility, how much does Mac have? Well, you can change 5 things. Yes, only 5 things. And you have 2 to 4 choices per the 5 things, compared to 11 I described for the PC, that you had thousands of options for each thing. So much flexibility and customization. Obvious sarcasm.
Price. Here's the next big point. Price. Price is a big win for PCs. Here, take a look at this. The 13-inch MacBook Pro with max upgrades versus the Asus ZenBook Pro 15, which is the max upgraded pre-built version. The 13-inch MacBook Pro is $3,298 compared to the Asus ZenBook Pro 15, which only costs $1,899. Now, while the MacBook lasts 1 hour longer in battery, but is significantly less power according to Geekbench, a reliable computer tester, you can see that the scores are 4,342 for the 13-inch MacBook Pro and 5,467 for the Asus ZenBook Pro 15. According to Geekbench, 4,000 is in the mid-range range, 5,000 is in the gaming range, which is overkill for working, but these computers are used for enemies, so I prefer the overkill cheap PC.
What are those numbers? I'm sorry, can you go back to that?
Those are scores from a program called Geekbench, and most computer, tester users, they use those scores to test things like the CPU, the GPU, to see how much more powerful a computer is.
And those scores are based on people's opinions?
No, those are based on the program itself.
Okay.
It runs tests.
Okay.
Price. Office, the program that comes with most versions of Windows, has things like Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and much more is one of the best rated office suites for computers. Mac comes with nothing. Buy Office or another alternative and pay more money. When it comes to Mac, you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars extra because, well, it's Apple. Here are 3 alternatives now that are better than Mac. Remember that the MacBook Pro had a score on Geekbench of 4,342, and the most expensive MacBook, coming at about $6,100, has a score of 6,959. The Dell XPS 13, $1,300. Geekbench score, 5,520, better than the 13-inch MacBook Pro. The Razer Blade 15 with the RTX 2060 upgrade, $1,200. Geekbench score, 5,957. And the Alienware Area 51M, $1,850, and has a Geekbench score of 7,591, which is, I'd say, is miles better than the most expensive one, the most expensive MacBook coming at about $6,000. Gaming. Not only are PCs leading in flexibility and price, but gaming too. All the PCs we've shown to you so far are gaming ready. Macs though, well here's the thing. Macs are technically powerful enough to run a game at low textures with about 50 FPS, but they're not even configured to game. Usually on a Mac you will need to spend more money to get an external GPU and connect it to your Mac via USB-C, if your MacBook even has one. You're losing space on your desk because Apple doesn't want to use actually configured parts. How are you supposed to fit that block to game wherever you want with the Mac? But even with an external GPU, sometimes you can get bad FPS. The green PC and the blue, the green is PC and the blue is Mac. Keep in mind that the Xbox One and PS4, some of the most famous consoles of this decade, get 30 to 60 FPS. As you can see, on Fortnite, a popular game, 120 FPS compared to Mac, where you get 20.
What is FPS?
FPS is frames per second. Basically, let's say 60 FPS. Things come in smooth. If you have 10 FPS, that means that you're going to see 10 pictures in a second, which means it's going to come like this. So having a higher frame rate means that it looks a lot smoother and better to play compared to something with 10 FPS where it'll start running all choppily and it's hard to play. Then you have Rainbow Six Siege, another very popular game that people like to play. 90 FPS for PC, 7 for Mac. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Popular game, getting kind of old now, but still a game that people like to play. 60 frames on PC, 2 on Mac. Ark, Survival Evolved, a popular creative game kind of like Minecraft. 60 FPS on PC, 4 on Mac.
Where did you get that information from?
I got that from NVIDIA's site, where they were running tests on how PC is better than Mac.
Cons of Macs. Mac equals dookie. Why is Mac so stupidly bad? Well, I've got to tell you, it's overpriced. Like, just look at this. So the Mac Pro starts at $6,000. It's a machine that was unquestionably created for professionals who need the absolute best performance value. With all available hardware options, pricing on the Mac Pro is over $52,000. Where are you gonna get that money? And it's bad. Here are some issues, just to name a few. It's slower. And how much slower? Just virtually infinitely, because with the upgrading options on PC, you can just put whatever parts you want in there, depending on where they go in the PC. Upgrading is $52,000. The price of it will make you go bankrupt, so you can't eat food. Joke. It's 18 kilograms, 39 pounds. Like, I could get gains within that. And it looks weird. I mean, just look at it. It looks like a time capsule darn thing. And it looks like a cheese grater too. Although a Mac can run off of all operating systems.
Wait a minute, go back to that picture. That's the Mac?
Yeah,
No.
it does look like a cheesecake.
I thought it was a cheeseburger.
That's actually a Mac?
I wasn't sure that
Yeah,
that was,
that's
okay,
the Mac
alright.
Pro. Let's just put that out there.
Alright, that was a good observation, go ahead.
But I'm not done yet. Although a Mac can run all operating systems, and probably not, it takes a long time. It is a whole process to run something other than Mac OS. A different model of Mac has issues with the keyboard, which is going to be reviewed in a few next slides. No maximization or full screen function, and no right click to create files, which is a pretty big issue. No hashtag key, and it always plays the startup sound, no matter what. That's kind of stupid. that it's important to tell you about PC is so much better. The price of it isn't $52,000. The normal price isn't gonna make you go bankrupt. Less RAM is required for a PC, and it's better for gamers. Like, they're simple to customize, and you can literally build a PC. You can build it. You can customize it to fit your needs. It has a full screen option, a right click to new file, and there's a hashtag key. PC is still better. Max.
Oh.
I didn't need to call you out, but I did. PCs are more secure. There's monitors that aren't $5,000 like iMac monitors are. There are a ton of PC manufacturers, while Mac only has one manufacturer, which is Apple. And PCs aren't something you can get games with. Just
Look at that, James.
That's a PC.
Oh, yeah, it's good, taking pictures.
It's time for the dirt.
Oof.
There is a lawsuit that claimed Apple computers, including MacBooks, were shown to not have filters to filter out dust and dirt. This problem has been nicknamed the critical defect. This led to dust and dirt being able to enter the laptop and cause permanent dust, dark smudging in the corners of the computer screens. The lawsuit also claims the critical defect also causes overheating of the computer. The consequence of this overheating is the computer is slowed down severely. This can cause even the computer to crash, and if you or someone else was working on important things, then they could lose all of it.
It's literally melting. Ah, that's hot.
Even more evidence. According to HBSLaw.com, if brought in for a repair outside of the warranty period, or if Apple refused to honor their warranty, Apple told customers that they must pay upwards to $600 to replace the entire screen. Butterfly keyboards.
No, which one was reading that was you, right?
Apple's Butterfly keyboards in the MacBook Pro 2016 and onwards have a defect, where according to classification.org, Apple Butterfly keyboards are manufactured in such a way that even when minimal amounts of dust or debris accumulate around the keys, a user's keystrokes fail to register. That is why this is such a big problem, for two reasons. Number one, Apple boasted that the new keyboard was a superior responsive keyboard that had 4 times more key stability of that of a traditional sensitive keys keyboard. So Apple was basically lying. The dirt. Number 2, according to classification.org, again, for consumers outside of the warranty period, Apple denies warranty service. This directs consumers to engage in paid repairs, which cost between $400 to $700. This means that if they didn't want to pay extra warranty on their MacBook, they are paying $400 to $700 for something that is faulty. Keep in mind that the warranty for an extra MacBook Pro is $200. So how can they afford repairs costing $200 to $500 extra if they're not rich? This image is from the official AppleCare website. AppleCare Plus is Apple's version of the warranty for their devices. Warranty costs $379. So how are they supposed to afford repairs $21 to $321 more expensive for something that's Apple's fault?
What's that?
Now we can't click with the thing.
What do you need to do something?
Yeah, click on the little YouTube icon.
I'm supposed to click on what?
The little,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, the video, I'm sorry.
There's an ad.
I love that.
Hey, it's a PC ad, so
That's what I know.
look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look good?
Even in the ad,
They're making PCs.
Beautiful.
It's another PC
Some keys
manufacturer.
don't register. Some keys registers twice, so you get a double letter. Sometimes the keys get stuck. And I've had most of those issues with the E key and sometimes the R key on my new MacBook Air. Why does that happen? I headed to Simple Mac, a Mac repair shop here in New York City, to find out. So how often do you see this happen?
We see this a lot.
A lot.
We see a lot of customers coming with these qualified keyboards.
When I asked Tony what he thought could be causing this. He explained that when a small piece of dust or debris gets stuck in the butterfly mechanism, there's so little room under it that it can cause the whole thing to get stuck.
Getting stuck.
Alright.
But what does this mean for you? All this evidence that we have gone over supports our claim that PCs are better than Apple's Macs, which might sound like an opinion, but 99% of the time, it's a fact. The prices will make you broke. Some of the keywords bug out of dust and such. This evidence also means that if you wanted to buy a PC, you'll get more out of a PC than if you wanted to buy a Mac. Reason being, you can upgrade and customize parts to whatever you want. So it can be as fast as you want, or it can load more things with more RAM. And that's not an option on Macs.
I mean, it is, but way more expensive.
Yes.
Why do I need to know this information? You should know this because when you want to buy a new computer, you can compare and figure out what is better for you to buy. In doing so, you will get more of your choice of purchase because what you buy can fit your needs specifically. That's right, consumer, wow, compared to the MacBook, where things are more expensive for weaker parts.
How did you do this? You may be thinking, this is so great, please tell me how you used research to make these valid points on this godly presentation. Well, I'm here to tell you, all you have to do is use your sources, like look on the internet, ask PC users and Mac users questions, and it's that easy.
Reliable evidence and bias. Reliable
Okay, you don't have to answer, those are the questions, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Alright, where,
we're not done.
It's been past
Oh
2
yeah,
minutes.
this is the questions.
yeah, okay, this is part of the questions.
Yeah, this is just the questions and the credit slides are after.
Okay, keep on going then. Don't read that. Don't read that. Keep on going. Don't read that. You were supposed to have your sources before this, yeah. Okay, these are your sources.
Yes.
Alright, and
There's-
that you end?
There's like
There's 10 slides of this.
Okay, that's fine.
We took a lot.
Alright. Okay, so with that, that's basically more for me than for the students, they don't really wanna see the credits,
Yeah, okay.
and with that, we're done. Is that right?
Yep.
Alright.
many credit pages.
Okay, next group going up. That would be my friend here.
And we
Alright,
stop
pass,
the presentation.
what do you guys say up there?
Oh,
Pay attention to what he's gonna say because it's kind of sticky.
When are we gonna